Hello, Gemini. This is Summer from Taro by Summer, and I'm here to do a mid reading. It is not the love reading, the mid-month love readings that I used to do, but it is a reading, and we're going to cover quite a bit here. I wanted to kind of do like a checkup and just follow up with you guys and see what's going on before we do go into it. Also, the Patreon channel that I had, I'm no longer able to work with that. I initially started preparing to switch the mid-month love readings over to Patreon and add some additional readings to it. But I've been so incredibly busy. Other components of business have been picking up, and I've been writing quite a bit. So I'm not able to do Patreon, unfortunately. And for those of you who have subscribed to Patreon, you will get a refund, okay? So I'm going to try and keep the readings contained in one place and provide as much as I possibly can from this platform. And we're going to take it from there and see what we're able to make happen each and every month, okay? I'll do best to do best to provide quality and keep on coming back and connecting with you guys, all right? Now, Gemini, I said a prayer and I meditated over your reading to get your energy flowing and to better connect with you, lay the foundation of the spread. And this is just, it won't be the end. I also left the bottoms face down because I don't want to know what's hidden just yet. There are a few energies going on. I'm working from a few decks. And we're going to start right here, Gemini. This is the general portion of your reading. 3 cards came out. 3 cards have been coming out for quite a few people, and I've only wanted 2, but I'm getting 3 a lot. Okay, you have the 3 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and the Temperance card came out in reverse. Okay, this is what it looks like. Okay, over here to left, you have, this is the love portion of your reading. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Swords in the upright position. Right over here to our right, this is your career and finance portion of the reading. You have the Hierophant and the King of Wands in the upright position. Okay, Gemini, just glancing down at it, at the reading in general. And by the way, for those of you who don't know me, I read very intuitively, okay? I don't always read exactly the way each and every card, is supposed to be according to tarot, each and every meaning. I read very intuitively, and what comes up with messages that I get from spirit. Okay. Just looking at it in general, I'm seeing that there's influence of fire sign energy around you, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Now, you have some of this in your chart, but this may be the influence of, someone around you, somebody close around you. And it feels like you've been going through something, just generally looking, getting the feel of it. It feels like you've been going through something. And it feels like you're ready to take something to the next level, but it kind of feels like you want to know if somebody's serious because you don't want anybody to stand in the way or sabotage whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you want to accomplish. And that's what this is feeling like. It feels like you want to be taken serious, and you want to know if someone around you, people around you, are serious at this point in your life. Okay, right here, the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is showing me that you have reached a point in your life. It's like you're at a crossroads and you are trying to decide which path to go down, because you know that you are going to go in a certain direction. You want to plan for it, but you want to know exactly which way to go because you have options. You have a partner, and that partner could be, excuse me, business partner. That partner could be romantic partner, friend, family member. You want to know if somebody's on board with you as you are at this crossroads. Because the Two of Wands is definitely a crossroads, or it can be like the beginning, the very, very, very beginning of some sort of partnership, romantic or business partnership, and people are kind of coming together and planning, but then there's still some level of like individuality. There's still some level of it. And in this particular situation, with this Two of Wands, whoever the Two of Wands is, whether that's you, your energy, because you're air sign energy. Your air sign energy, this is definitely your energy. And this wand energy is fire sign energy. However, you can take on the energy of somebody else's, of the fire sign energy or Sagittarius, if it's somewhere in your chart, or that's something that you need to do to help you get through a situation, is kind of morph over into another energy. You have your back turned, or somebody has their back turned to you while they are at this crossroad trying to make a decision or set some sort of plan. Either they're, it's obvious in this particular deck, in this deck, that this person is standing there alone, but they could be looking for a partner, waiting for a partner, wanting to partner up with somebody, doing it alone, or wanting a partner to do something with. You be planning to somebody be planning to travel, planning to go out there into the world, planning to embark on some new venture or adventure. Venture meaning business, something creative, whatever. Like, I want to look at this and see why this fire sign energy is standing at this crossroads. For some of you, this person is looking to step out there into the world. They might be interested in partnering up with somebody. That may be something on their mind. They may be tired of doing it solo. And I've never quite explained this card this way, but that's what I'm picking up for somebody. Like partnership. Wanting that, longing for that. Longing for adventure at this crossroads, because they're ready for some sort of change, ready for a new direction, but trying to figure out which way to go so that they can set their plans in motion. But then you have the Five of Swords energy right behind it, and this person's back is turned from the Five of Swords. This is about pettiness, arguments. This is air sign energy. It can be a very cutting energy. It can mean envy. It can mean winning at all costs, winning at all costs with no remorse. But with the Five of Swords, there's no true winner. At some point, the person that feels like they won at all costs will lose something. Somehow it'll come back to them. Are you or someone else feeling envious that this person here, and these energies can be interchangeable, especially if you are in a partnership? You're married or have a significant other or partnering up with somebody. The energies can be interchangeable. They can come into your reading strong, and it can be vice versa. And I try to explain that when I do readings. This could be you feeling passionate, wanting to step out there, wanting something new. And this could be the other person that's envious of you. This could actually be a Sagittarius that's around you. Because you have the Temperance in reverse here. And I know I won't really get to the bottom of this until I start like kind of clarifying what's going on. You have a Temperance in reverse came out with the Five of Swords. So here we have some envy, some arguing, some petty arguing, someone trying to one up the other person. Either this could be you or the other person, like I was saying. But the Temperance in reverse is right on top of it. It came out together. And the Temperance in the upright position is like managing emotions, creating balance in your life, managing emotions, tempering emotions. You know, trying to think with a level head and emotions. In the reverse position, it's like someone losing their temper, someone's, irrational. I can't rationalize with this person. This person is angry, they're erratic, all over the place, very, very temperamental, easy to anger. That's why I say, like looking at the way I'm looking at it, this person could be a Sagittarius, and they want to come in and they want revenge. This feels like anger, revenge, resentment, maybe even envy. Something happened. Something has either happened, Gemini, or it will happen. And I'm talking through this because I'm getting different messages as they come in. Like I said, I don't just read just strictly by the tarot book. Tarot lessons. I pick up a lot of intuitive messages. I get messages. And sometimes I have to work it out as they come in. It's a lot. Something happened, or it will happen this month, middle of this month, going on into February. And we want to take a look at this. We want to see what's what. Okay. All right. This is definitely okay. Here in your love section, Gemini, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, and the Wheel of Fortune is good luck. It is fate. It is something fated to happen for you. Things happening for you, like back to back to back, and in a good way. Just good fortune coming in. Good luck. Something faded. It's like karmic. You put good energy out there, and you're getting it back with something. But the Queen of Swords is next to it. And in a relationship, the Queen of Swords is usually a single woman. She's single or divorced or widowed. She'd be like a single mom, or it could be a single dad. It just depends on the person. The people are interchangeable within Taro. But she's been hurt a lot. She's been hurt. She's not taking any nonsense. She's not taking any shorts from anybody. Very intelligent woman. Very, very smart woman who's sharp. Very, very sharp mind. Very logical thinking person. And I feel like you, Gemini, I feel like this is your energy. It could be the other person, but I'm going to read this as you. This is a general reading. And I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is coming in, and I feel like for some of you, I feel like this represents a person. Somebody who's lucky, somebody who's, very upbeat, and, everything they touch seems to turn to gold, and just have good karma about them. It can be, and I'm seeing this and envisioning this as a person. I don't normally describe the Wheel of Fortune as a person, but this is kind of like a vibe that I'm getting. I feel like this is a person and not just an event for somebody. This is what the energy of the person, what they give off in their personality. Upbeat, feeling lucky, feeling good, just kind of very positive thinking, positive forward thinking, working toward their destiny. Somebody striving to achieve what they feel destined to achieve here on earth, while they are alive. And it's interesting that I'm describing this for somebody because I don't normally describe the Wheel of Fortune like that, but this is what I'm picking up. This is what I'm getting. But there's something about you that doesn't believe this. You may not believe it, or you want proof. You want to, you, somebody saying, I will, I need to see this first. I'll believe this when I see this. You know, I don't know. I don't know about this. All that glitters is not gold. This is what I'm picking up. Okay, it's what I'm getting. I need to see this first. I need proof. I need proof. This person has to show me that they truly are this way. There's skepticism here. And it's not because she's being mean, she's in the upright position, but because she's been hurt. She's been hurt a lot. And she's not going to take any nonsense from anybody. I feel like this is you, Gemini. Now, for others of you, and that's for some of you, that this feels more like what I just described feels like someone that you're getting to know. That scenario felt like for a single person. Okay. And you're getting to know this person. You're getting to know this person. This is how you're feeling. You want proof that this person is who they say they are, or who they're presenting themselves to be, or who they just seem to be. Okay. For some of you, the wheel is turning in your favor. Your luck is changing. Okay? Your luck is changing. The universe is working. God is working. Your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, whatever your belief system is, it's working for you. It's in the air, and it's like really getting started this month, moving forward in team. So something is changing. Something is taking place. There's like an air around you that's taking place. But you need to kind of loosen up a little bit. Let it take its, let this energy take its place. Let it happen. Maybe not be so skeptical. Maybe not be quick to cut it down. And in the upright position, the Queen of Swords is not cutting something down, but she just kind of got her guard up a bit. She's just kind of have a stop sign there, like, or maybe not even stop, just like a yield sign. Like, slow down, slow down, slow down, Something's changing, something's turning. For some of you, this is the personalities in a relationship that is already here, relationship or marriage. Maybe this person is very happy-go-lucky, and they seem to be lucky. Seem like Wheel of Fortune is always turning in their favor. Something good is always happening, but the Queen of Swords is just kind of, it kind of feels like this. Feels like this person is stepping out there, and good things are happening, or seem to always happen, but maybe at the expense of you. and your relationship with them, if this is connected to the relationship, because this part is general. So I don't want to assume that this is about a relationship, but this energy could flow over into the relationship. Each of these sections can all affect each other, and that's how real life works. Sometimes what's going on in the house can affect you at work. What's going on in the workplace, in your career, in your business, can affect your love life. If there are no set boundaries, it can affect your home, it can affect your health. You know, that's how it is. But there's some sort of, and this is a good energy. This feels really good, but it just feels like a little skeptical here. Nevertheless, something's changing, something's going on, something's happening. There's some good fortune coming in. This is what it feels like. But you have to, let it come in, Gemini. But I want to clarify this, since this energy is here. I want to see what's going on with this. Over here in your career finances, you have the Hierophant and the King of Wands. Now, the Hierophant, and it's interesting because here we have fire sign energy again. You have, the heavy influence of a fire sign around you, Gemini, or you have fire sign in your chart, or you just be taking on the energy of a fire sign to get other components of your life to work for you, to accomplish other things in other components of your life. Because it's a different energy than the air sign energy, and sometimes we have to do that. We have to kind of mimic other energies, not change who we are, but kind of bend and shape and be flexible a bit. There's some sort of commitment here that you're going through. You're committed to leadership within whatever your organization you are in. You're committed to achieving a higher level in whatever it is you do. There's a strong commitment here to that. Some of you have the influence of a Taurus and a fire sign, because the Hierophant is fire, is Taurus energy. And this is about commitment. It is about organizations. It is about higher education. It is about the Hierophant can be like a priest or a minister. A priest, minister, someone, some leader in an organized religion. The Hierophant can be a shaman. The Hierophant can also, like I said, represent very high institutions of like learning, or something very big, a very large structured organization where you have to follow rules and regulations. Like a lot of rules and regulations you got to kind of follow. They have control, and this can be in a very large organization, some sort of institution, higher education, religion, nonprofit organizations. And I know some of you are looking at me like, what is she talking about? But this is career and finances. So I'm connecting the dots here. This may be what you are a part of, a very large, very structured organization that you want to build and you want to climb through, and you want to reach that level of status where you get recognition, and you can be more influential than just your skills, but with your personality, with your connections, with your ability to network, with your power to influence others, with your passion, with your spirit, you know. The King of Wands is a very intelligent person, but they have very strong soft skills. Hard skills would be your education, any skills that you've learned throughout your career, throughout your education, things that you can apply with your hands or with your mind. Your soft skills are personality, and whatever energy that you give off through your spirit, creativity. Creativity is not like a it can be a tangible skill, but it kind of feels more like a soft skill because there's like ebb and flow, and creativity can be subject to uh, what this person perceives as creative. There's no like one set guideline or standard. And I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but I'm wearing business hat here for a moment. King of Wands is also an entrepreneur. This is a hell of a leader. Very, very influential, charismatic, funny. People like him. Good salesperson. And I feel like this is something that you want to become. This looks good to me. You either want to become this is something that you're striving for, probably in 18, promotion. People are looking up around him. There's fire all around him. People are looking up, eager to learn. Well, actually, this is a woman here. People are King of Wands. Is that a man or a woman? Looks like a woman who's actually the King of Wands here. This is interesting. Okay. Looks like a woman there. People are looking up to her, feeling her fire, wanting some of that passion she's got, wanting to know what drives her. How does she get to where she is? They're drawn in. This is a good energy. I like it. So there's something that you're very passionate about, Gemini. Something that drives your passion and that you're committed to do or to be or to become or to maintain. Some of you are already doing this. You are a leader within your organization, whatever that organization means, or you're just committed to doing this. Some of you want to try your hand at entrepreneurship, and these are like your goals and your aspirations moving forward. You're committed. You know, you're planning this thing. You're committed. You're not going to let anybody stop you or stand in your way. Some of you have already started some sort of business, maybe formed your entity, structured your organization. Some of you are teachers. Some of you are teachers and you want a promotion, or you're striving for a promotion, maybe to become, I want to say, like a dean in a university or something like that, a dean in a college. This feels like, this feels like some sort of elevation to the next level. Some of you have some sort of spiritual based business, and it could be, within it could be your spiritual belief system, what it is you believe, what it is you practice, your spiritual practices, or it can be within a church organization. You're going through maybe some sort of initiation, and you're elevating to this status. From the Hierophant, or this is just some this is good though. I like it. This Hierophant help you, may be the one to elevate you or to anoint you, or in whatever belief system you have. This feels like business and spirituality to me. And I know some of you are looking at me like, gosh, she's all over the place. That's because I'm getting a lot of messages coming in. A lot of messages. These cards here are deep. They really open me up when it comes for business and finances. So messages come in. I could sit here all day giving messages, relaying messages, relaying messages. God, but we won't do that. Okay. I want to clarify some cards here. Let's do this. Spirit, why is the Five of Swords and the Temperance in reverse? What's going on? Oh, that spun around. I want to flip that over. Five of Wands pointing toward the past. There's definitely a fight. Some sort of fight broke out. Five of Wands, heavy negotiation, fighting, conflict. Two changes, something changed. I feel like this person wanted to change and there's resistance on this end. Some of you are in like some sort of relationship or partnership with the fire sign because it's just mostly fire and air up here. If they're not fire sign or directly, then this could be somewhere heavy in their chart. You could be fighting with more than one person as well. It might not just be one person. It could be family arguments. There'll be, these could be in-laws. Your in-laws fighting their in-laws because there's several people here. One more. Spirit, give me one more. It could just be the two of you. Whatever this fighting is about. Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse is this feels like a child's energy. The page can be a child, the page can be a messenger. The page can be an adult person being kind of immature at their stage or I don't want to say immature, but that person can be the adult and act like the child version of themselves. And I've never explained it that way, but this is what I'm picking up. This could be the child version of somebody's self, or whatever this fighting could be. The fighting and the anger could be over a child, and maybe you're concerned the child will get hurt, or the other person is concerned that the child will get hurt by somebody's actions. Feels like the child will be the one to suffer, and it makes you angry or it makes the other person angry because the Page of Cups in reverse. The Page of Cups in the upright position is already kind of sensitive, already kind of innocent with their love. They're fun, they're loving, they can be creative, they can be very, very intuitive, happy all the time. But in reverse, this Page of Cups can be quite sad and vulnerable, very vulnerable, naive, very sad. Can be very sad. Can be rejected, feel rejected, and internalize it emotionally. I think most children can, but I feel like this Page of Cups will take it deeper. I feel like this is somebody's child. Gut instinct is telling me this is somebody's child. Maybe the child is crying. This child is crying about something for somebody. And one of the parents, or maybe even both of the parents, is very angry. This could be like a custody battle or something here within a household, within a family. And one person is leaving. The custody battle could be because there could be like a breakup in somebody's home, in somebody's marriage, from something that happened in the past that escalated to Five of Swords. Like back here, there's probably like minor, squabbling, disagreements, heavy negotiation over who's going to take care of the child. Maybe the mother is the Temperance, or the mother is you. The mother could be you with the Temperance energy. Once was balanced emotionally, able to handle yourself, able to manage your emotions. Very healing energy, good energy. You could be both. But whatever this was that happened here, causing this person, this fire sign energy to turn their back, fights broke out. Maybe this person was in the beginning, like toward the past, because this is pointing toward the past. In the past, this person could have been wavering back and forth, back and forth. They weren't sure about what they wanted to do, and of course, when somebody's not sure about what they want to do, or they maybe in a relationship, they leave and come back, leave and come back, leave and come back. Fights keep breaking out, back and forth, arguing back and forth, back and forth. Usually there's no resolution in the energy like this. We're going to argue one time, we get this over with, once or twice maybe, and then we'll start working on resolving it. In this position, fighting, negotiation, disagreements. In the reverse position, we've decided to call a truce, and we're going to just lay all the wands down, apologize, and we're not going to continue fighting. We're going to try and work things out. In this position, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth energy. 1 minute you may make up, the next minute you're fighting again. So it's like in limbo, constant limbo, up and down, like a seesaw, back and forth, back and forth. And this is something that happened in the past, but this reading is about here and moving forward. I don't have any past cards here. This is the energy that I'm reading now. We're going, looking forward into 19. So this is something that happened in the past. And that's why the Five of Swords is here. This escalated from the Five of Wands to the Five of Swords. Now you're going for the jugular. Somebody's going for the jugular. Spirit, can you tell me why the Two of Wands is here? It's about money. We're going to leave that right there. It's about money. Bank, safe, and the four-leaf clover. This is a bank. This is a safe with money in the four-leaf clover. Quite a bit of money has come into this person. Maybe this person had a windfall of money. This person wanted to, whoever the Two of Wands person is, whether that's you, Gemini, or you are over here. This is where you are. And the energy could be vice versa. It could switch over. This is a general reading. Either the Two of Wands person is, going abroad, making a decision, choosing a new path at this crossroads, to make more money, to follow their career, to follow their dreams, to follow their passion, to build, to create, to lead, to become this King of Wands over here. Or this person got a windfall of money and they wanted to leave, they wanted to break out, they wanted to, go off in a new direction with the money. because the bank and the clover matches the wheel of fortune, and the queen of swords is down here holding the sword up, saying, hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute. This person could have a gambling problem where they win and they lose, and this could be why there's fighting back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth energy. It's, and I know I'm coming up with different scenarios, and somebody's looking at me like, oh God, but these are messages that I'm getting. This stuff is coming up. This person could have taken a new job where they need to relocate, and they're trying to make that decision, or they've made that decision and turned their back on the situation here. You could live in New York somewhere and they moved to Seattle to start up a new business, California to start up a new business, Nevada, where the tax laws are pretty lenient on business owners, small business owners, new business owners, startup companies. You can incorporate out there, and you get some really good tax benefits from incorporating and doing business through Nevada. And I don't know why I'm picking this up for somebody, but I'm just putting it out there. These are messages I'm getting. This person could be doing this far, and it puts a strain on everything else. And you're like, okay, but you're chasing the money over here. What about the family? A child is here crying and I'm pissed off. This is not balancing for the family. I'm crying, I'm upset. Somebody's saying that. The child is suffering. The child wants to, our son or daughter wants you here, needs you here, we need you here, and this is what you're going to do? You can't get something closer to home? That's what this feels like. This feels like a family home situation. Okay. If this is a family home situation, this makes sense because this is the Wheel of Fortune. Good luck, good fortune, winning, fate, the Wheel of Fate. This makes sense. There's no need for me to clarify this from your view. Over here, if all of this is connected, then the married person, whoever it is, if it's you, Gemini, or your spouse, has probably moved on for some sort of promotion or a launching of a startup, because this is an entrepreneur, this is a risk taker. Fire signs are usually risk takers. We're risk takers. Sometimes we make take foolish risks, and sometimes we try our best. I'm a Leo. We try our best to take the risks that are calculated risks, educated risks. We try to get as much information as we possibly can before we make a decision. But sometimes we're spontaneous and we're going with the flow. We will get sick of something. I can definitely speak for myself. Look, I'm sick of this situation. It's time for change. I don't want to keep thinking about this over and over and over and over again, and going through all of the, making sure everything is just right. Nothing is ever going to be just right. And that's kind of, how we're wired. So this could be the other person going out there to make this happen. Or this could be you. Like I said, Gemini, this could be you. And I'm going to start emphasizing that the energies are fluid, and that they can, because this is a general reading, especially because this is a general reading, those energies are fluid, and they can be vice versa. Because the comments that I'm getting from people are, they don't seem to get it. They internalize these things, these readings, and they think that it's all about them. And no, 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 it's not. No, it's not. That's how it goes. I'm like, well, who are you? I don't know. I don't know who you are. I haven't read for you. This is a general reading. You have to kind of take it the way it is. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, don't try to make it fit. Maybe take what you can and learn from it, because thousands of people are watching, literally. So I'm going to start really emphasizing that this could be you or it can be the other person, although I am reading for Gemini's story. Okay, Gemini, just for the record, now that we're over here in the career and finances, I will say this, and I'm not going to clarify these two down here because I feel like since the cards are kind of repeating themselves, I feel like the what's going on up here affects the romance, and it affects the careers and finances. Starting off small, ending up big. Investing the money in business, taking a chance, gambling, hitting the jackpot and winning. If that's the other person, that's what it looks like is happening for them, and this is what I see maybe happening for the other person. If this is you and you'd like to take this chance with some endeavors, then maybe you should go for it. Maybe you should take on that fire sign energy and take a chance. It's something you want in your life. But if you have a family and you have children, you have a spouse, definitely, definitely, definitely discuss this with them. Okay? Discuss this with them and see how you can negotiate, see how you can come to some sort of agreement where it doesn't destroy your family moving forward, because this is like a snapshot of what's going on here and what is what may occur. But we all have free will, so we can we can make different decisions and change things in our lives as they go along. But this is worth going for. It's worth going for. I'm going to flip over the bottom cards and see what's going on here. It's worth going for. I'm just going to use this one card on the bottom. Okay. Here for the general portion of the reading. Two of Swords in the upright position. Someone is refusing to see things that are obvious. Somebody's refusing to see, and somebody's refusing to see. They know what's going on, but then there's somebody else who can't see it. They can't get it. They have a feeling about something maybe, but they can't. They're not seeing it. They can't see it yet. Now would be the time to either one, be very honest with yourself, deal with it, take your blinders off about whatever this situation is. Be honest with yourself. And for those of you who can't see whatever this means to you, time to open your eyes and take the blinders off. Time to just like simmer down, get your head together, clear your mind, so that you can properly see, maybe take a step back from the situation a little bit. Maybe not argue, because when you argue, you're heated. And temperament is in reverse, so there's like a lot of fighting and tempers flaring. But maybe take a step back and just kind of calm down and come back and start looking at things when you're more calm. Does that make sense, Gemini? Okay. Here, for the love portion, you have the Seven of Wands in the upright position. Standing your ground on the defensive, drawing parameters around you, drawing a line in the sand, setting boundaries, standing up, refusing to lose, standing up for what's yours, standing up for your rights. In this situation, this could be, and this is more fire sign energy, this is air sign energy, fire sign energy, air sign energy. This person has their guard up, you have your guard up. This person has their back turned, fire sign energy. You want them to turn around and look at you because you're not done. You want them to turn around and face you. Don't turn your back on me, turn around and face me. I'm hearing face me like a man. Don't just walk away from me. You turn around and face me in this situation. Okay. Over here, in the career and money section, you have the Ace of Cups in the upright position. Ace of Cups, upright position. This means with the career and finances, this will bring somebody lots of joy. This is definitely something good. This is like a gift coming in, whatever the situation is and what it means to you. This is coming in. So this is a good sign. Not only will you make a lot of money and be, I don't have any, there are no pinnacles up here, but this is, the potential for success is very, very high here. The success, the connections that you'll gain from this alone will start yielding, higher income. This here is like about connections, getting around the right people, showing the right people your product, your service, your idea, your concept, leading with it, teaching others what you know. Somebody's teaching others what they know, what they've learned. Maybe even training as a leader, upper management. Teaching and training others to be really good at sales and negotiation and working with people out in the field. Somebody's out in the field, working with people, getting them out in the field, getting them used to training, used to managing, used to marketing, used to selling. Whatever this means for you. And it's good. This is good. This is, your intuition is telling you right with the Ace of Cups. This is a blessing coming in. A blessing, something to celebrate, something to feel happy about. It will be emotionally fulfilling for you. This for you or the other person, but I'll say that it's you. Okay? And we're going to go with one more card here, Gemini. Spirit, what action steps should Gemini take moving forward? What action steps should Gemini take moving forward? I wouldn't be surprised if the Courage card pops out. You got priorities. Priorities. Very, very good. Priorities. Now is the time to set your priorities. It really is. It's just like, get your priorities straight. When you know what's important, saying no gets much better. And this is It's definitely about prioritizing what's really important, what's most important. Set those priorities so that your talking points won't come from the standpoint of emotions, but it will come from what's needed, what's most important, what needs to be done. Setting of priorities sort of removes some of the emotion, some of the heat, some of the flare away from it. Because priorities is something that you cannot hide from, something you can't neglect, regardless of how you feel. And that's something that needs to be done. I feel like over here with the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Swords, there's definitely fighting between this wheel of fate, this turning, this whatever this is, whatever this means to you and your significant other. And I'm just like looking at it here. This is related to money. I feel like it's a continuation. Yeah. Money, relocation, travel, needing to move away, separate, and take some of the money to make money, you know, maybe even investing in a business. Some of you, the other person wants to invest in the business. They want to take the family money, maybe invest in the business because they're lucky, and you're like, okay, but damn it, your luck can run out. What happens if your luck runs out? Then we're SOL. We're out of luck, you know. What gonna lose? You're gambling with the money with the Wheel of Fortune here. Although this is faded. But try and think positive. I know I keep talking on and on and on, but some things are just coming and I'm gonna have to shut this down in a few minutes. But yeah, a lot of information is coming in, and I think you're gonna be fine. You just gotta kind of sort and sift through this. Sort and sift through this. And also, I want to say, Gemini, if something no longer serves you, and I'm one to try, to try to help people to try and work things out, work through their issues, I'm not so quick to say, oh, just get rid of the person, cut them out of your life. Sometimes you got to do that, if you feel like um, something needs to be removed from your life or someone needs to be removed from your life, then by all means, each case is different. I don't know everybody. I don't know everybody personally or have read for everybody. Things are done case by case. But if this person is somebody that needs to be cut out of your life, you have no other choice then, and you can't work on it, and that's understandable. But if you can, if there is some way that you guys can work on it, the two of you or the 3 or 4 or 5 family members, try and work on it, okay? And look at what's most important. Gemini, I hope this reading has been very helpful, or even a little bit helpful to somebody, at least one person. I hope this helped you in some way, Gemini. I wish you happy holidays. I wish you abundant blessings. I will be back toward the end of to do the readings. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do that. For those of you who would like a personal reading or to get the reading for the year coming up, 18, I have that set up for an intuitive session for the yearly. If you'd like that, you can go to the website at summerintuition.com, and that can be found in the link below this video, okay? Take care and God bless you guys. Love you. See you soon.